What's up, Smith Squad? It's your girl Carter back with another video. Just wanted to pop in, see how you guys have been doing during this lockdown time, and then also just to give you guys an update on my journey or my experience with OvieSense. Since the last video I posted, I showed you guys that I was going to be using it, and it's finally become that time. Also, sadly, it has been officially marked 4 years of trying since April 12th, which was the day that we officially had to go ahead and terminate the pregnancy by taking the methotrexate shot to end the pregnancy. So ever since then we've been trying and no success. So if you are new here, definitely go back and check out my videos from the beginning. I have gotten a couple of new subscribers, so definitely go back and check out my journey up until now. Just a quick little update. Still using OvieSense, which I absolutely love it. Cute little pouch. I have been using this for probably almost 2 weeks now, y'all. I just love this little thing. I love it. But yeah, I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and charting is so much easier with taking your temperature. It tracks your temperature, I think, every 5 minutes, and so I just put it in at night, and yeah, in the morning I take it out and I just go ahead and download my data. This is much better, but I have still been using my ovulation test just to track and see like if I'm close, because you know, when you use the OvieSense, I think like when it comes to tracking, it's trying to get to know your body and your temperatures and you know how your body works as far as ovulation go, or if you're using a medicated cycle or anything like that. So the first month it's really like just a touch and go, because here's this new device that's trying to learn your body. But so far so good. I will insert somewhere in the video my chart. My temperature is finally starting to go up, so I think that it's around ovulation time. But I have been really trying what I can, and then just trying to still be, you know, sane, and you know, just being emotionally invested in myself and in this journey and nothing else. That's pretty much how it's been, and that's how I've been using this quarantine time. I have started every day quoting a affirmation that contains to me or pertains to me. So, and it makes me feel better. It's a reminder of I am capable of all things. I can do this. When all these things are happening around me, I'm still special. I am still noticed. I am still somebody, you know. I'm worth birthing and conceiving my own child. So the affirmations help me a lot. I have been watching certain things on YouTube, but when I feel down or you know I feel uncertain about my journey, then you know I kind of not watch any type of TTC journey videos or any labor videos. And a lot of times, like, I used to love watching those, but I don't when I'm feeling a certain kind of way. It's kind of like I don't want to add to, I don't know how to say it, but I don't want to add to any triggers. I don't want to give myself any triggers or make it worse. So I've just been trying to do self-care on myself, and those affirmations come in with that. Steaming, and then also just, you know, trying to pray more as often as I can. I have been under some stress, and I really think that it's because I don't know how I really, well, I know how I feel, but I feel like it's just not, I haven't put enough time in it. But I'm uncertain about where I am with my job, and I feel like I possibly made a mistake, or I don't know. But I'm really not feeling the job that I have. It pays good, but I just know that I'll be waiting for the weekend, and during the week it's like stress or I have a headache, and that's how I feel when I'm doing something I don't want to do. But of course, during this time, what can you do but stay put, do extra self-care, and pray, meditate. And I've been finding myself just listening to sermons all day long. I've been listening to Sarah Jake Roberts, and she has really been speaking the truth. And then with my mentor group, the gyms that I'm in, on Monday nights we have prayer night, and it blessed my soul. It blessed my soul so much to where we have had one conversation about my journey, my TTC journey. But when I tell you that Naya prayed like never before on my behalf, and for God to open up my womb, and to just let me know that God wants me to believe. I need to believe that this can happen to me. I need to believe that this is going to happen for me, and that it's going to happen. It's going to come. We still have plenty months in 2020, so it can still happen. But then again, me and Nick have been talking, and he's kind of do we really want to do this during this time? Because, some husbands are not being able to, see ultrasounds, the very first ultrasounds, or be in the room with, their wives, for labor and stuff like that. And it being our first time, for a full-time pregnancy to happen, or for us to get to that point, it's just do we want to do this right now and risk that? But I'm there's always going to be video, pictures, there's things that can happen to where I don't want to miss any opportunity, for us. If God says it's time, then it's time. And one thing that my bishop said today at church, he said, and I'm paraphrasing because I had wrote notes, but it's in my phone. But he said that my current situation is not my final destination, and that's something that I am going to reference when it comes to my trying to conceive journey. Right now, this may be me trying to conceive, but my final destination is going to be me birthing my child, and having a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby. It's going to happen, and I need to, believe that and really feel it in my heart that this is the final destination. And all of these 4 years of, trying, it's gonna be worth the wait. So I hope that encourages you guys to, wherever you are in your TTC journey, to keep going. It's kind of during the time we're all on this journey together, we are making, friendships with other women that are on the same journey as us. But when one of those ladies get off the journey with us because they have conceived, it's a different kind of feel. Now, it's not I don't, mess with you no more because you're not on the journey anymore. It's not that. It's kind of if it can happen for her, then I'm next. I gotta be next because we've been on this journey together, and I gotta be next in line. I have to. There's nothing you can tell me. So while some things, watching other people's journeys that were on the same journey with us, we were all supporting each other's YouTube channel, and this and that. We can still all do that, but there's maybe certain things that may trigger, you. But all I'm going to say is do what's best for you, and don't be so emotionally invested in someone else, in their life, in their journey. And that's something that I've had to tell myself, that we're all in this together. We're all out to get the same thing, which is to conceive our child, and also to be able to birth a healthy child and bring our babies home. But I gotta be invested in me and my journey. So emotionally, I cannot get caught up in someone else's journey, someone else's pregnancy, someone else's what they're doing in their life. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot support that person, but just don't be so emotionally invested to every little thing that they do, or every little thing that happens for them. Don't let it get to you. Now, that's easier said than done, and it's a process. But when you're starting to feel some type of way, you're feeling like, I'm too emotionally invested in what's happening for this person right now, or where they are in their pregnancy, where they are in their journey, you have to back up. You have to back off and, get yourself together. If that means that you have to find, a different hobby, start journaling, start finding something that works for you, that makes you feel good. Self-care, like one thing that I like, self-care for me is maybe, doing a vaginal steam or a bubble bath, listening to music, planning makeup. Like, that's just something that works for me. So whatever you do to make yourself feel good, do it. Just don't be emotionally invested. In 2020, I'm not going to be emotionally invested in anybody but me, my journey, because I know where my current situation is now, but I'm trying to get to my final destination. So I hate to say final destination, but my final when it comes to when my child is out my belly and in my arms and we are at home and we're safe. That's what I mean by my final destination. But anyways, guys, I've said a lot. It's already past 10 minutes. But yes, so a couple of things that I have been doing. So I have been using OvieSense, and so far so good. The only thing that I will say is you really got to be careful, because and when you go on like the website, it does tell you that you might want to either hold the tail or take it out when you have to pee. So this thing, it looks like it's big, but it's really not. So when you put it in there or whatever, something so much as if I cough and this is in, I feel it like scooting out. And so that's the thing of having to constantly, push it back in there. I'm not one person that likes to push stuff up, my vagina. I just don't like it. So constantly having to do that is probably like my only thing that I don't like. But this is the last thing that I do at night, and this is the first thing I do in the morning. Is I put it in and I take it out. Also, after sex, I use this as a plug. Like, some people, I have used those soft cups and I realized that I'm not a fan of it. I used it for 1 or 2 cycles and it just didn't work for me. But the problem that I had was trying to get it out. And if you don't like putting your hands up there, then you're not gonna like going up there trying to dig it out, especially if you got nails. Like, I don't like it, and a lot of times overnight, because our muscles squeezing, it would be going up there more, and I couldn't get it out even while squatting. So I would have to have Nick get it out, which was an uncomfortable situation. I didn't like that. I don't feel like I had any control over using a soft cup. So I've been using this, and then also after I would put some Preseed in. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, I will use Preseed before sex, and then after we were done, I would go ahead and clean up down there. But then I would go ahead, but I clean up down there because I don't want to get too personal with y'all, but you know how it just get a little messy down there. So I would just kind of clean it up and then just go ahead and plug in with this and keep it in. Keep it in there till in the morning, and then like you good. So you can use it as a plug once you after you have sex or whatever. And then sometimes that I forget to use the Preseed, then I would just simply, and I'm about to put my OvieSense in, I would just put a little bit of the Preseed on top of it and just go ahead and insert it in, and boom, like it's in there. So another thing that I have been doing is doing my castor oil pack. So I ordered this from Amazon, the castor oil 100% pure castor oil. I've been doing my castor oil packs, and it had been a while since I had been doing it, but I saw someone had recently, said that they kind of stopped other stuff that they were doing, and they were just doing steams and castor oil packs. And so that's what I have been doing. I steamed a couple times this week and did my castor oil packs, and I just felt like it felt, I don't know, it just felt even better. So I would do the vaginal steam, and it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt so much better. And then I would do the castor oil packs. Sometimes I would do the steams, and then we'd have sex to make sure that everything's going where it's going.
You said sex?
Nick.
Oh.
I would do. Oh yeah, he just totally brought me up. He totally just threw me off track. But do the vaginal steam, and then have sex, and then put my OvieSense in. That's what I have been doing. I still have been taking my serapeptase. Y'all, like, as many pills that you gotta take, I be forgetting sometimes. So I cannot say that I've been consistent with this, but I did change to the Doctor's Best. So the other brand I was using was very low SPUs. I think it was like 40,000, and so I went up to 120,000 SPUs, so I don't have to take as much. I think I still have to take like 6, because they say you want to take up to 1 million or something, but I be forgetting. Still doing my black seed oil, but y'all, we have to go up a little bit, because technically with this, like, you really gotta take, I think, anywhere from like 6 to 10 of these capsules to equal the actual oil. And I don't like the oil. I don't like it. I mean, when you use the capsules, you're still gonna burp the black seed oil, but when you do the oil, the liquid form, I can't take it. I know I'm not gonna wanna do it as much. So yeah, I have Nick on folic acid, and then also he's taking the CoQ10, and then I've been giving him some of the sperm vitality tea, and then also he's been taking I had that little pack here. It's something that his dad sent, but it is a immune system. It's an immune system drink, but it has like zinc and vitamin C and all that stuff in there. So he drinks that at night as well. Whatever we got to do to get those little spermies moving. But so far, so good. Also, so I told you guys that in May we were gonna go ahead and do our third IUI. Was it our third IUI? Yes, we were going to go ahead and start our third IUI, which we were supposed to, we had started the process in December of 2019 or 2018. Yeah, because we didn't do no IUI all last year. So yeah, at the end of 2018, we were supposed to start the process. So we did. I went to the doctor, and I had taken the medicine, and then somehow I ovulated fast or something like that. The ovulation was off, so it was too late. I couldn't do it. So, and then also I had prayed about it, and it just wasn't the time. So I called my fertility doctor, and I was like, hey, I want to go ahead and get on the schedule for May. Can we go ahead and schedule a month early? And she's like, oh, honey, we can't do that right now. We're not doing any IUIs, any IVFs, none of that. All of that is, off the calendar. Everything's canceled. So I'm like, oh my God, like, when are we going to start back doing this? Like, I'm hoping, that this lockdown will be done by May. But she was like, honestly, she doesn't know. she just doesn't know. So I'm like, can I book it for like June or July? And she's kind of like, we're not taking any bookings for it or any appointments for any of that right now. All of it's off the table. So she was like, oh, well, go ahead and just start using your Femera. And I'm like, I don't have any more. It expired. And so she wrote me a prescription for the Femera again. So I am going to be, if we don't get pregnant this cycle, then I'm going to start next cycle with using Femera again. Plus, I'll have my OvieSense. And then we'll just try it there. So pretty much, to me, that's kind of like still doing like time intercourse again. I won't be using the trigger shot or anything like that. And I don't think that I will try the trigger shot again without being monitored. Because when I did it in like November or December, I really think that I overstimulated, and that's why I was in so much pain. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that without being monitored again, but I didn't want to waste $100 on the shot. So yeah, so if we do not get pregnant this month, then we will go ahead and start the Femera next cycle. And I think this is like my 4th cycle. What's this? Yeah, so this is cycle number 4, I think. So cycle number 5, we will be using Femera, but I hope that we don't get there and even have to use it. It would be super amazing that the 4th anniversary of us, having to terminate our pregnancy, we actually get pregnant again and actually on our own. So I'm hoping for that. And then, so back to my chart, I'm going to go ahead and insert it right now, and you'll be able to see kind of what it looks like right now. I haven't really got that. I got one peak. I've been really, really hot today, so I don't know. So I'm going to see what my temperature looks like tomorrow to see. I'm just waiting on it to tell me if I've ovulated or not. So that's one of the things I'm in the success group, or not the success group, but the OvieSense Facebook group, and I've seen a lot of success with using it. Some maybe their 1st cycle, and some maybe their 2nd cycle, and maybe 3rd. So I'm very hopeful. I'm willing to give myself 3 months using OvieSense. I purchased it with a 2-month subscription, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably purchase like maybe 1 or 2 more subscriptions just to give me a little time. And yeah, that's pretty much what the plan is for now. Super bummed that we couldn't do the IUI. Nick is very anxious and he wants to go ahead and start the process. I have been thinking about going ahead and scheduling my consultation for CNY Fertility to go ahead and start the process, so that if by the end of the year we haven't conceived, which I'm not claiming that because we are going to conceive in 2020, but the plan is to go ahead and start the process to get on the list for IVF, and that gives me enough time to try to go ahead and lose these 60 pounds that I have been told I have to before they would be willing to do it. So yeah, that's the plan. I really need to buckle back down and really focus on my fallopian tubes. But honestly, I don't feel like my fallopian tubes is the problem anymore. Now, I have not had another HSG to confirm if they're unblocked or not, but something in my spirit is telling me that that's not the issue anymore, and that it's just that I'm probably missing my time with ovulation. Today is, I think, cycle day like 16 or 17. Wait, if today's the 19th, then today's like cycle day 17 or 18, and I think that when it's gotten to cycle day 14, when I would do my ovulation test, I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and do it today, and then we wouldn't have sex anymore. So I think that I didn't give myself enough time to actually release the egg for me to ovulate, and then to still do it those extra 2 days afterwards. And I think that I've been missing my ovulation time, or that time period. But that's okay. You live and you learn. This TTC journey is like, it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. Some things that you may thought you were doing right, you probably been doing wrong this whole time, and that's probably been me not watching it. So that's one of the reasons why I purchased OvieSense. So yes, we're gonna see when my body actually ovulates. So once I get my confirmation OvieSense, then I will do another video and show you guys my chart. I know I've said a lot, y'all, but it is a lot, and I just needed to release. But yeah, guys, like, that's the plan for us. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Comment down below. Let me know how you guys are holding up in your journey during this quarantine. What's your plan? If you are doing something totally different than what I'm doing, definitely comment below. Give your girl some tips. If you're taking any other medicine, give your girl some tips. Let me know what y'all think about Vitex. I've never taken that, but at first I thought that I needed a little help with ovulation. I'm really interested to see if OvieSense is going to detect ovulation this month, just to see, because at first I thought I wasn't possibly ovulating on my left side because I wasn't feeling anything. Now when I ovulate on my right side, I feel pain due to that fallopian tube having that fluid in it. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. So once I find out, I will definitely show you guys my chart to let you know what day I actually ovulated on. I'm definitely going to try to get some more baby dancing in for the next 2 days, just because I don't want to miss anything at all. And that's what the nurse said. Looking on here, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any suggestions on any videos that you want me to do, comment below, send me a message. If you follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. That's mostly where I get most of my messages from, or old videos. And definitely, guys, if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, tell them to come subscribe to my channel, comment, and like. Until then, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And today is blessed. We are blessed. Our month is blessed. Our weeks are blessed. Our wombs are blessed. And our overall lives are blessed. And we need to walk in God's favor for our lives. We need to walk in what God already, whatever we are asking God for, we need to walk that journey. We need to walk in it like it's already done, because it already is done. I hope that this video has encouraged you and, helped you, push through this cycle, this month, or whatever it is that you need to do. I'm gonna finally get off here because I've been rambling, but I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.